Hello, this is Mark Wildman of Wildman Athletica, and today we're going to talk about the order of operation of learning and training for overweight or deconditioned or injured individuals. There are two ways to start this. You can either start with single arm clubbing with an extremely light weight. We have a video on that. Or you can start probably with something like deadlifts, box squats, and presses. All of these are dependent on your size and shape and what is working and what is not working. If you don't have a trainer to make these choices for you, you're gonna have to make these choices for yourself. We have a video on a simple program, the press or seated press, the deadlift, or the box squat, starting with box squat high and getting lower over time. All of the programs that we do are focused on getting people to stand up. Our single arm club program is very similar. Inside circles, outside circles, and single arm shield cast all encourage us to stand up and learn to rotate. Losing rotation causes us to lose core function and our glutes tend to shut off, and when that happens, all other programs tend to beat us up more severely. The goal in training is never to get beat up. The goal is to get incrementally better over time forever. After we go through those two programs, then we would start to focus on the fundamental 6 movements of kettlebell swinging: clean, press, squat, swing, snatch, and Turkish get up. Probably starting with clean and press being the most important thing, doing reverse ladders, we have videos on all of this, and then moving from box squats towards something like a deck box squat, which is a squat where you roll at the bottom and you don't drop weights on your teeth. Building up volume cycles of that exercise. The rolling deck squat will force people to engage their core in a new way and link it to their leg drive. Fundamental action. Start with a high box or a stack of pads and lower it down over time. This video is all conceptual. We will do expansion on each one of these topics in later videos. After that, I like to move people towards like something called a Hydrocore. A Hydrocore is an inflatable bag that you can adjust in weight very specifically. It is like a Bulgarian bag, but adjustable. It saves you a lot of money because as you get more conditioned, you're gonna wanna add weight to the system. Bulgarian bags are very expensive. A Hydrocore can go anywhere from 1 pound to 40 pounds. All you have to do is measure 1 pound of water, add it to the bag, and you can make it an incremental loaded system. With Hydrocore, it will also emphasize your rotation. The better you get at standing rotation, the stronger your core can get. The stronger your core can get, the stronger you can get. The better you can move, the more likely you are to move towards more advanced types of training. We would like to move you from simple training, focusing on standing up, towards more complex forms of training. After the fundamental 6 kettlebell exercises, we would probably go into a two-handed club program. Two-handed club program allows us to lift heavier weights and do more rotation. The single arm club program is first, because if you start with a light weight and you're not good at rotating, you can still work on it. Over time, single arm club will allow you the variability to start working your way towards rotation. The two-handed club is pushed back for deconditioned or overweight individuals specifically because there's no way out of the rotation. So it becomes a more advanced thing. Basically, the order of all of these things changes depending on how much time you have, what your starting condition is, and what your output goal is. The absolute last thing you should do is body weight training as a deconditioned or overweight individual because it's the hardest to control the load. If you are overweight, think of doing body weight training with that much sandbag on your shoulders. Now, it's not a great idea. Even super in shape people like firemen have a hard time doing workouts with an 80-pound sandbag. If you're that heavy, just think that that's a hard thing to do, and it's not controllable. We can control the weight of a kettlebell, we can control the weight of a club, we can control the weight of a Hydrocore, and we can add complexity to the system to make it more effective over time. Start light, build heavy, start easy, build the complex. A lot of dumbbell movements are not super encouraged in the beginning because outside of a deadlift and a squat, if you're doing something like a walking move with a deadbell, it's probably not good because it's probably not controlled, and the dumbbell will drag you into bad core hip positions. Things like clubs, you will have to balance it. It will force you to keep your spine in alignment. A kettlebell held in the rack position will will force you into good spinal alignment. That will force your core on. We are always, always, always trying to get better at standing up, because everybody in the modern world is bad at standing up. The better all of us get at standing up, the more likely we are to live healthy, more productive, and pain-free lives. We want to be healthy. We start with standing up. We build out from there.